All right, chat. Let us get the fuck into the patch notes. These came out last night at like 10 p.m. Let's go over the patch notes that we're going to be playing on today. If you want to be able to play the patch yourself, all you got to do is right-click, you go to Properties, and then you go down to Game Versions of Betas, and you click the public beta. That's where they do all their testing, and it's just where they get in less trouble, but only get a few thousand review bombs by the Chinese community. Okay! Hey everyone, Anthony here. It's time for another beta patch where we test out experimental changes. Today we're going to do something a little different for the patch notes, as I will be giving some insights into our design intent and thoughts behind various changes. Reminder that nothing in the beta branch is set in stone, except expect lots of back and forth, and above all, please let me know what you are thinking by using the in-game feedback tool by hitting F2. I read countless pieces of player feedback, and it has been instrumental in helping me guide our process. Chat proves right there, they're talking about me. They're talking directly to me right there because I be sending in a lot. You guys see it. Okay, number 1, reworks and reverts. Depreciated prepare and prepared returns. It's back. It's back. Prepared is back. Prepared is back. It is exactly the same as it once was. There's no change to it yet, but it's back. Necrobinder. Reverted, buffed captured spirits to its previous version. Really? Wait, what? That's okay. All right. Okay. Reverted borrowed time. I actually kind of agree with this one. Because borrowed time and then the other one, what was it? Wisp or something? Two things that just give one energy and they cost an entire draw slot. Like that just feels bad. Like that just feels bad in and of itself. I don't really understand this entire one, but there's like this paragraph that we need to read. But borrowed time, I understand. I did not ever want to take it. Like just taking a lot of energy cards that only give you a very small amount of energy just does feel like bad. Does feel bad. This patch is all buffs and reworks because the team was forced into doing this. You think so? You think that this was just a forced thing and that this isn't just how patches work? They try things on a test branch of the game and then it doesn't work out and people just revert back. Anyways, let's read the thoughts. Starting off, I'm reverting the changes made last week to Prepared, Borrowed Time, and Capture Spirit. For Prepared, while I still think that the Sly synergies are overall too dominant of a strategy, Prepared is so integral to the Silence core identity that I'll be looking into a different approach to bring Sly in line in the future. Borrowed Time is likely to receive a complete rework in the future, but for now, I prefer the card is fun to play with in all decks. Oh, crazy that they're just going back when they're literally saying they're gonna tackle other things, and also that this card's gonna fucking die in the future. Borrowed Time is on borrowed time! Doesn't look like they're fucking just reverting shit back just because they have to. Because guess what? You can revert things back if you want to. Go play on the main branch of the game, Stinky. Regent. Reworked Arsenal. Ooh. It was power, the rare power, that costs 1. Whenever you play a colorless card, gain 1 to 2 strength. Now, it's a power, costs 1. Upgrade is innate. Whenever you create a card, gain 1 strength. I didn't even think about this change ever when thinking about this card and how useless this card was. But this is fucking sick. It works with minion synergy. It works with debris synergy. It works with sovereign blade creation. It works if I fucking make Shiv somehow, bro. That's fucking awesome. Imagine you get the fucking boon at the Ancient that says take out of 15 silent cards, take as many as possible. Boom. That's awesome. Will it be insanely strong? Potentially. Maybe they have to make a +1 strength this turn. Who knows? But either way, I like that. I like that. I like that they're trying something good because, one, it's not necessarily, it's not something that's going to promote like more infinite play. It's going to promote things that are more fun. I'm going to look for this card. That looks really, really fun. Reworked the Pendulum Relic. Whenever you shuffle your draw pile, draw a card. It is now every 3 turns, draw 1 card. Okay. I don't know if I like that. Comparatively. It's fine. It feels a little bit lackluster. Feels a little bit lackluster. But I also understand that this is supposed to be anti-infinite. just feels like it went from like super cool to like shmeep shmop. But hey, we gotta play with it, see if it's good. Reworked and nerfed the Doormaker. Fight is now less random. Okay, sweet. Doormaker is receiving another rework. Now, each visual phase has its own unique power to hamper the player. All of them are disruptive and will hopefully encourage interesting play, but should now be less random and reward player agency more. W. Huge. It's a pretty good fight now. I'm excited to see it. Balance. Elites can no longer spawn on floor 6 to better match Slay the Spire 1. Improved map generation consistency. Fixed maps, sometimes generating with fewer shops than intended. Gloom Ascension modifier no longer affects question mark rooms. Boom! Thank you. Actually, thank you. Because I just felt like, again, the only reason that I wanted this change, the only reason that I asked for this change is because it made the game less interesting in terms of decision making. There was less variation in what I could do. Every single path was just starting to become the same. It was all, everywhere I go, it's fights in one campfire, elites in one campfire. Like there was nothing there. Since Niao now counts as the first floor of the map, elites were actually spawning one floor earlier than they should have been. Yeah, I feel like I talked about this at some point. Maybe I talked about it off stream with a friend of mine, IRL. This change should now impact on how tough elite fighting is. Additionally, we found some improvements could be made into the map generation algorithm to help limit the number of maps overflowing with early monster rooms and not much else. For the Gloom change, although it did make the early game more difficult, it is not in a satisfying or fun way as it made the maps less interesting. Instead, I will be looking to rework Gloom entirely in the future to a modifier that makes the game harder, but in a more interesting way. Maybe we should get frostprime on the fucking balance team. These are all jokes, by the way. I want this to be very clear. If this gets put into a video or into shorts or anything, people are immediately going to type in the comments, okay, you're not the only person that's putting in F2s about these things, and you're not a person. No, I don't know fucking shit, all right? This is all for jest. This is all for fun. I don't actually believe that I am a game dev in the fucking slightest, okay? I have no knowledge on this. I'm good at speaking and saying come. Those are my skills. Anyways, Ironclad buffed Cinder card now exhausts a random card in your hand instead of the top card of the draw pile. Okay, fine. Tremble card now exhausts. That's also fine. That's really good, actually. That's really good, actually. Tremble getting exhaust is a buff to the Ironclad exhaust synergies. Coupled with the Cinder chain should have a large impact on the Ironclad's card pool. Yeah, Tremble's not a card that I feel like I ever want to redraw. Like, if I put 4 vulnerable on an enemy, I'm not like, ooh, I can't wait to do that again in 3 turns. Buffed Serpent form. Cool. Buffed Falling Star. Damage increased from 7-11 to 8-12. Nice. Buffed Glitter Stream. Next turn block increased. Fuck me, that's a lot. Buffed Parry card. Dude, they're still just trying to they're really trying to make parry good. This is the one where you gain block when you play your sword. They're really just trying to make parry good. Maybe I'll take it for once. Buffed Refined Blade Forge is now 6-9. I actually didn't think you needed to buff that, but thanks. Buffed Celestial Might. Upgrade changed from +2 damage to 1 additional hit. Which one's this? Oh, the 6x3 attack. Oh, no. Yeah, I've never taken that fucking shit. So I guess 1 additional hit would be 1 mana, 24 damage. Okay. Buffed Guiding Star now draws cards immediately instead of next turn. Interesting. Buffed Sword Sage no longer increases the cost of the Sovereign Blade. This was literally something that I talked about so much. That this is a rare card that makes your Forge hit 1 more time, but it costs 1 more. Which not only made it so that you couldn't use it multiple times, which rare cards you should always, like, it should feel good to have multiple of a rare card a lot of the time, right? Unless the rare card is like, you know, a one and done thing like Barricade or Corruption or something like that. But like, it should feel good to have multiple copies of this super powerful card. But from the simple standpoint that most decks only have 3 energy, and if I play Sword Sage, I cannot then use my sword. That felt like shit. That felt like shit. To play a rare card and then not be able to use my sword. Change Spoils of War. Now draws 2 cards, but Forge is greatly decreased. Holy fuck. I did kind of think that the Regent lacked a few good draw cards, especially after the glow nerf. But I wonder if that just makes infinites too good now. It doesn't give stars, though, so... Anyways, Forge needed some draw in it. Yeah, I agree with you. No, I agree. I agree. This is strong. This is good. And maybe that's why they needed to buff Refined Blade. Nerfed Voltaic. Energy cost increased from 2 to 3. Needed. Needed. Card was too fucking broken. Simply from the fact that it adds the amount of lightning to the next time you're going to cast it. So fucking broken. If I cast 5 lightning and then I use Voltaic, the next time I use Voltaic, it's at 10 lightning. That shit's insane. Buffed Tiny Mailbox. Rarity moved from common to uncommon, but potions... Whoa. That's good. I kind of like that. Really makes you, like, want to get a lot of power out of this. And you're going to be... Yeah, that's really good. Wait. Change Permafrost from being common to uncommon? Oh, guys, the Relic's not that good. Yeah, it fucking is. Yeah, it fucking is. Holy fuck, it fucking is. Changed Bag of Marbles. Relic rarity moved from uncommon to common. Okay, cool. And same with Red Mask. Yep, understandable. Changed Bellows Relic from uncommon to rare. Necessary. Lasting Candy from rare to uncommon. What? This is every 2 combats get a power in your card reward. What? Okay, all right. Change Crossbow Tanks. Now uses free to play instead of costing 0 energy. Yep. Change Vexing Puzzle Box. Now uses free to play. Yep. Change Liquid Memories. Now uses free to play. Yep. For Relic Rarity, the design goal is that commons are not necessarily weaker, but they are often simple effects that could add value to most decks. As rarity increases, we allow higher complexity and more impact on drafting/play decisions. What's the difference between free to play and 0 cost energy? Stars cost. Stars cost is like the main thing is regen. Yeah, it's regen stuff. It's if you got a card that costs stars at the beginning of from a thing and then it. Yeah, so changing it to free to play just means you'll always be able to play it. Enemies nerfed. Skulking Colony deals less damage, damage scales slower, and no longer applies dazes. Oh, they're gonna be the Sulking Colony when they see me today, baby. Oh shit. Oh. Haunted Ship now applies daze statuses cards to the player instead of wounds. This guy gave you wounds, right? Nerfed the Lost and Forgotten. Stat theft no longer scales with Ascension. Which one's this? It's Lost and Forgotten. Which one's this? Oh, the one guy that steals your dex and the one guy that steals your strength. Sorry, first person said Act 2. The everybody else said right. Nerfed Waterfall Giant. HP decreased by 10. Lovely. Skulking Colony went from 2 weak to 2 strong. The nerf should put his encounter more in line with how difficult the fight should be intended to be. Additionally, I found that day statuses actually worked against the design goals of his power. The new version is a tighter design overall that presents a more unified question for the player to answer. If the encounter is now too weak, simple numbers can be buffed in the future. Cool. Events. Disallowed gold generating relics from showing up as the featured relic to the Welcome to Wongos event. That makes sense. You don't want to pay for something that gives you more money. Mad Science skill chaos option in the Tinker Trinket event now uses free to play instead of 0 energy. Okay, cool. Art added test subject burn animation. Cool. Axe and crossbow Ruby Raiders now have improved textures. Added portrait art for the following cards: Compact, Shatter, Fuel, Consuming Shadow, Routine, Trash to Treasure. Cool. Oh! Increased feedback form character limit from 500 to 8,000! Bug fixes. Fixed exploit where you could controller navigate to fixed a crash that would occur at the start of the player turn when abandoning a run. Fixed a soft lock that would occur when abandoning a run during a combat style event. Fixed cards upgraded to cost 0. No, now sorting correctly when ordering by cost in the deck view. Fixed Grave Warden Plus showing Soul Plus in the hover tip. Fin Seon Plus showing Soul Plus in the hover tip. Remember, this is the one that we sent in. Foul Potion no longer damages Osti. Okay. Cool. No Unceasing Top Fix yet? They probably haven't figured it out.
He's an arsonist on a noble quest to escape the wrath of the IRS. He's got conflicting positions in the endless fight for queer folks and